Okay, so listen, I was looking at this video, right? And then here's the thing. I was just gonna make a long rant about this on Twitter. But like I really, really want to analyze this. Okay. So I'm really gonna go into depth on like what I don't like about this. Okay. So first of all, the first thing I want to like point out, right, is like let's look at this UI. So there's a trainer level, which is like, okay, I get it. You have some sort of level prediction. Then you have two types of currency. Okay, that's probably used for something in game, right? You gotta have different kinds of currency. And now the main thing I want to point out is this, right? Like this is like the ride, and it's probably like a pickaxe. Like, okay, a cool game mechanic. I like that. And now the weird thing I want to point out is like over here. Snow Forest Zone 1. Okay, so Stone Forest, maybe Route 1 or something. Maybe you could have like a bit more flavor to it, right? Maybe you could go like Snow Forest or maybe like Route 13, or you can just go Snow Forest, right? No need for zones. You can just say it's a big snow forest, but Zone 1. Now the main thing I want to point out is like right over here, you see I'm like covering it. But like let's zoom in, right? What does that say? 0.0077% chance. Is it like to find it? Maybe it's shiny chance. But my main thing right now is like it's kind of like gambling, right? Because Pokemon is inherently gambling, yes. But I'll never see them be like to get this one Pokemon, it has to be like a 0.3% chance. It'll be like 1 out of 100, right? Or like 1 out of 128, right? But this is so small. Like, is this not just gambling? And I get they tell you the rate, so it's not gambling, but it's so small. Now, like, let's get into the actual video. All right, part of like the soft gambling we got over here. So the character's walking through the snow area, right? At first, but now the first thing I want to point out is like, how do we get this sort of like spacecraft? This looks like very out of place. Is there like a quest we do, or are we riding some sort of Pokemon monster to get through to it? It looks just so out of place in like such like a snowy area, right? But like, yeah, of course, like if this was just like a Pokemon we were riding or something, right? It would look much more like in character, right? So let's continue. So we're going through, and now this is the first thing I want to point out, right? Like the whole level 100 thing. There's like Xenoblade Chronicles has done this, right? Where they put a very strong monster in an area where you normally wouldn't be in, right? But usually these would be, I'd say, like maybe out of place. But beside that, let's look. So like level 21, level 19, okay, it's small. But this is shining. Is it shiny? Is it strong? Is it glow? Red glow. So like, okay, it's strong. So let's assume it's a strong glow. So now if you get down, you touch it. That's the first thing I want to point out, right? The sound, right? The sound is what really gets to me. Why is it so loud? Why is it so alarming? It's like an air raid. So this is something like da 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 da, right? It's not like that. It's like dun, 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 dun. Why is it like an alarm in my ear blaring at me? It's like a horror thing, right? This feels very horror centric. Why am I getting like shouted at? Am I supposed to like want to run, try to escape? Is that what the game's trying to tell me? Now, there's something else I want to point out, right? Look at everything. It's blue, it's icy, it's white, right? It's very light colors. Now let's look at the Esok Sekola. I'm just gonna call it Esok, man. Look at Esok. It's very green, right? There's a pink tongue. It's very green. It's very weird to me because in most monster catching games, the monster will correlate to the area, right? There'll be some sort of like some sort of reason why this monster is here, right? Let's say that the monsters even match the area. There'll be like, a reason on why, right? And let's go to like Pokemon Sun and Moon, right? Pokemon that might not belong in that area will evolve, will adapt to fit into that area, so it makes sense, right? A lowland executor, a lowland Persian, right? But why is this Esok here, right? It's so out of place. It's not even blue. There's no variation. It's just very out of place to me, right? That's the first thing I want to point out. So okay, now we got our thing. Okay, we have another thing. This is the first thing I kind of like want to like point out. It's like weird to me. It's like I think the main thing about brain rots, right, is like they're all very like monster human. It's very hard for me to put like why I don't like brain rots in like a monster catching sense. But okay, let's continue. So now let's look at this. Okay, level 100, 1362 HP. Ketupat Kepat, level 50. Now, this is a big thing I want to point out. A level 50 monster is going against a level 100 monster. In any like normal game, if you put like level 99 and then level 50, the level 50 should not win unless there's like 6 of them, right? Now, this is something else I want to point out. Let's look at this. Fight, bag, brain rots, run. Okay? Very, very simple. But there's something else I want to point out, right? Like I'm gonna say I'm gonna point this out, but it's this kind of electric charge symbol. So this kind of tells you in the game that instead of having an SP or like an SP or like a PP move, it's based on how many charges you have with this. Okay, so let's go. So now let's go to the moves. Charge, free, sword, you need 3 energy, whirlpool, you need 6, and master, you need 3. This is the first thing I find very weird that I feel like it doesn't get an explanation. Like many times if a monster has a move, right? It'll usually relate to its typing, or you can teach it moves or something like that, right? Like you can teach a monster moves. But this thing is very green, right? I don't understand why it has a fire, a steel, or a water move, right? And there's something else I want to point out. You only really get 3 moves. The fourth move is charge, which is free, but it seems that it would give you. You'll see in the future this will give you stuff. But that's kind of my first thing is like, does this thing not have any like natural moves? Because I don't see red, I don't see gray, I don't see blue. I just see green on this. Maybe I'm colorblind. But let's continue. You use charge, and now the monster uses charge. So you both gain in 1 charge point, okay? So, but this is like a weird thing to me. So, and then like, let's continue. So now you'll see naturally you get 1. So not even a turn has passed, and I still can't attack. Is that not weird? Like, I've played other games, right? Like other monster catchers to say specifically. And in those ones, like let's say I'd have an SP system. Now I'm maybe use 2 or 3 attacks, then I have to charge up again. But never in a game will I have where the first turn I can't even use like any moves. 0 moves. Like this mechanic is so weird to me because why am I in a game where I have to use moves, but in the first turn I can't even use moves? I have to charge up. And now I get that stronger moves will take more charge, right? But the fact that I can't like use them, or I can't use any moves off first turn. So now I have to go fight again. Now before I can use any of these, I have to go charge again to get. And now the ESOC, right? It used to use 2. It uses arm. Now that's the first thing I want to point out. Arm, is that a descriptive term? Like that's so weird to me. Arm, like it's just arm. It's not fiery arm. It's not like devilish arm. It's just arm. And now like okay, I'm gonna pause again because it's another gripe I have with the game. Why is everything just a cube? Right? It's such a weird thing to point out, right? But this is cube, this is cube, this is cube, 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 cube. Look at this eye. The eye, it's made of pixels, it's made of cubes again. It's just all cubes. Like we're living in 2026, right? Like brain rot. Look at our brain rot. Just like search out brain rots. They aren't even cubes themselves. They're all like spherical and like weird looking, right? They're all trying to be humanish. Like tralala, tralala. Let's look at that. Doesn't really have any cubes. It's all like it's all weird, grotesque, spherical human stuff, right? And there's another thing. Look at the VFX. The VFX isn't cubes either, right? So look at this VFX. None of it is cubes in itself. Everything that design is cubes, but then the VFX stuff isn't cubes. That's what's very weird to me. So, and now look at that. You only dealt 500 damage to a level 50. This is such a weak monster. Like, is it like resistant? That's another thing. I don't know if it's resistant. There's nothing telling me about like, oh, it was very effective. It wasn't effective. There's very few info I'm being told. So now we have 4. We have 4 charge. I think the visual of telling me how many the opponent or how many I have is very, very good. But at the same time, right? Like yeah, that is very good. But still look at the design. It's all just cubes. Why is everything just cubes? Is it supposed to be retro? Stud? I don't understand it. But anyway, let's continue. So we use match. And but you'll see why I have a problem with that. So we drop some gasoline. That does not look cubes, by the way. How? Oh no. So off rip, I want to point out, right? How does this thing have a match move even? That's what's weird to me. Right, okay. And then we go back. Okay, so one thing I want to bring up, right? It's just like, why did we deal so much damage? We dealt more, like we probably did like more percentage-wise damage to it than it dealt to us. So we deal 900 to it. 900 more than it deals to us, which is insane. How are we dealing so much damage something that's high level? So anyway, let's continue. Now this is the problem, right? So let's see. We go to bag. Now we have lucky eggs, rot boxes, and then the specific kind of like Robux thing, right? I feel like the microtransactions, well, they aren't like forced out. You'll just see like, ooh, you want, see, look, you want this. Ooh, it's so cool. What are lucky eggs? Do they increase our chances? Right? It's so weird to me. And then I'm gonna pause. So look, gold box, catch chance, 0%. You may need an infinity box to catch this brain rot. You can buy one on the bottom left for 380 Robux. It's just not like a monetary thing, right? It feels so like ooh, give us money, right? So then infinity box. Catch chance 100%. Women's catch on any brain rot. Maybe it's just me, right? Maybe I'm too like, ooh, we shouldn't pay so much, right? But like I feel like it shouldn't just be like a thing over there. It should be like a shop button, and then you can click it, and then you can get more stuff. Not just ooh, you want this? Ooh, look, flashy, come get it. Maybe I'm too like woke pill or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So then you click it. The guide uses it. Boom, right? Get it. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Maybe it's me, right? But all the mechanics either feel like they're weird and shouldn't be used, or that the mechanics are just taken ripped from Pokemon, right? You just take it from Pokemon. Like I get Pokemon is like the best thing to use and the best example, right? Like Pokemon is so well done, right? Like you don't want to change a thing. And I understand this. If I made a monster catching game, I do the same thing, of course. Now let's look at this like, winning dance. Why are they moving like that? It feels so poorly done, right? Like you could just give them all a winning animation where they just bob up and down. They don't even have to move, in fact, right? You could have just kept using this normal thing because like they don't need to react. We can react. We can go, yeah, but we don't have to like have our guys bounce up and down in this weird fashion. This is so weird to me, right? Like maybe it's just a nitpick, but this whole this thing it's doing, I don't even get why it's doing it. So like, we just call Lava. Should we name him? Was added to your team. And now let's look at this, right? This is another thing. Look at this level system. So the flashing lights immediately. Why am I getting blasted when I level up? And it's going right. The sounds keep increasing. Right, more stimulation. This is so stimulation built to me, right? Like maybe I'm just too like, oh, I like retro, no effects, right? Maybe that's just me. Like yeah, I feel like that's just everything I have to say on this. It's such a weird design choice, like all in all. I don't know what exactly they're trying to go for this. Do they want people to play? Like, is there like a story involved? Is there like, do I want to catch these monsters? How many of them are there? Like, the places aren't memorable either. Like, look at the names: Snow, Forest. Like, and in Pokemon, you go to like visit like places like Vermilion Forest, right? Like Vermilion. It has such like a ring to it. It's not like Snow Forest. It's like oh okay, this forest. It's very intangible. Not even like let's go to like Pokemon Center. Like you have like mountain, like something, right? They'd have names. They'd not just be called forest and it's snowy, so we call it snow forest. Maybe it's just me. But like another thing, like Route 13, people don't think about it. But giving numbers into your routes, it's like such a big thing because it helps to, like distinguish them. It feels like you're working towards, you're climbing, right? Like mountain like Victory Road or something, right? It's like very like clear cut. And maybe it's just me, but like maybe this isn't the correct trailer for it, but I want to know like what are we working towards? What's the goal? Maybe it's like a collecting thing. Maybe I haven't seen enough to like give a proper like thing about it. But that's just everything I have to say.